Viewers, we're shifting our focus to more news coming in, and this is a very crucial piece of information that we're picking up at this point of time. The Delhi High Court will be pronouncing its verdict at 2:30 p.m. today on the bail plea of former Unnao MLA Kuldeep Singh Sengar, who is, remember, serving a sentence in the case of the custodial death of the Unnao rape victim's father. Kuldeep Sengar was sentenced to 10 years in prison in the custodial death case. Remember, earlier, just in this month itself, we were tracking the other case, the case of the rape case against him. In this particular situation itself, there are two cases under which he was in prison. One of the cases that we've already kept a track of, now this comes in the second case as well, where he'd also submitted a bail plea. We will be seeing in the Delhi High Court this very bail plea now, the hearing for this very bail plea. This is the second case that we're talking about, the custodial death case of the father of the rape victim. Now, Nalini Sharma joins me on the broadcast with more details on this. Nalini, very good afternoon to you. This is another case that we're looking at when we speak of Kuldeep Singh Sengar. Just take us through a recap of what all has come about in this very case when we speak of his bail plea, and what exactly does the court have in front of it in terms of arguments from either sides?
Well, essentially, this is the sentence that he is serving for the custodial death of the victim's father related to the Unnao case. And he'd essentially asked for a suspension of sentence, which, if granted, will automatically mean that he'll get bail in the case as well, because if the sentence is suspended, he doesn't have to spend time behind the bars in this particular case anymore. He'd essentially said that there has been a long incarceration in this case. He'd also cited several medical grounds that his health is not keeping well, that he wants treatment to happen outside of Tihar Jail where he's currently lodged. But at the same time, both the CBI and the victim's family had opposed the plea for the suspension of sentence of Kuldeep Singh Sengar. And this is during the time when his appeal challenging his conviction that was given by the trial court is still pending in this particular case. Now, even though if in case today the Delhi High Court admits his plea and suspends his sentence in the case, even then he is not going to be released out on bail, because the Supreme Court had earlier stayed the Delhi High Court judgment that had suspended his sentence in the earlier case. So he'll still have to continue to remain behind the bars, but that will effectively mean that the Delhi High Court would have suspended his sentence in both the cases, in the original rape case as well as the case regarding the custodial death of the father. But that remains to be seen at 2:30 p.m. today, when the Delhi High Court will pronounce its verdict, and we'll have to see what happens then. In case the judgment goes either way, will Kuldeep Singh Sengar or the CBI or the victim's family will then approach the Supreme Court against the Delhi High Court order.
Right, Nalini. Thank you for bringing us those details into this very case. We are keeping a very close track of the Unnao rape case as a whole. Remember, earlier the bail plea for the rape case in itself, had been stayed. The High Court order had been stayed by the Supreme Court. So today also we'll be taking a look at the custodial death case that Kuldeep Singh Sengar still continues to be in prison for. But right now, viewers, Nalini, do stay with us, because right now, viewers, we are getting more information and news coming in from the top court of our country. Let's quickly take a look.